What is up, comic fans? Welcome to the Legion of Comics. I'm Mark. Today we're going to be taking a look at next week's new comic book day. It's going to be December 7th. Be sure to check this out. There's a lot of good stuff coming. These specifically are going to be what I'm most excited about, what makes it to my pull list. So don't go anywhere. Check this out. Like I said, it's going to be a great week this coming week. There's some really hard-hitting books dropping, some really big ones that I'm excited for. So I hope that everyone is having a good new comic book day, as I will be having. So let's kick it off. I actually have a mix of stuff that I'm looking at here. So it still leans a little DC heavy, but there's definitely a good mix. And it kicks off with Batman issue number 130. So this is supposed to be the final issue to the failsafe arc, where Batman is giving it a last-ditch effort, and we'll see if he makes it out alive. Of course he will, but needless to say, this has been a fun series so far. Chip Zdarsky's really taking off, really smooth, and if this is how he's starting it, I'm excited to kind of see what he does long-term wise, like not just a little few-issue story arc. I still think we would have been better served to have a Mazo come in than this Batman failsafe robot thing, but I am liking the whole dynamic of him making it himself, erasing that out of his memory. It's pretty cool. Definitely excited to see what comes after this, though. There's a lot of stuff timing out with this as well. With this arc ending, we've got like Dark Crisis ending. We have the Lazarus Planet, the little mini event about to happen. And then Dawn of the DCU is right around the corner, dropping and really kicking off this coming February. And I'll talk more about that on the channel later, so be sure to hit that subscribe button. You won't want to miss out on that. Next up, we have Punisher, issue number 8. So this is supposed to be the big finale of the story arc as well. Ares is bringing the battle to Frank Castle, who's obviously held up at the Hand compound, where he's the leader of the Hand, kind of their deity at this point. This has been a great series. Every single issue of this has been consistently good across the board. The interiors on this, next level. Definitely loving it. I love that little image on the cover there with the hands, the Punisher symbol kind of getting blown away there. So I am excited to see what they're going to do beyond his involvement with running the Hand. This is not permanent. This can't last forever. Nothing ever does. Next up, one that I'm happy to say I finally caught up on my Ghost Rider reading. I was very concerned with a couple issues there that was going to fall off the map, but that last issue was actually really solid. It kind of felt like those first issues again. So I'm excited. Number 9's dropping. As you can see, if you've been paying attention, Cale New has had the covers up until this point, but as Bjorn Behrens is getting the covers now, which I definitely enjoy the Cale New. I really think Bjorn's artwork lends well to this series, to this character, to the tone of this book. So there's about to be a lot of great covers coming out for Ghost Rider. If you're a cover collector or a cover buyer, be sure to be on the lookout for some upcoming Ghost Rider stuff. He knocked it out of the park with Spawn, another one of those series that just speaks perfectly to his art style. I'm excited to see what some of the crazy stuff he comes up with this series. Next up, another one that's definitely art-driven. This is Batman and the Joker, the Deadly Duo, issue number 2 from Mark Silvestri. It's art-driven. So that first one, it was fine. Like on a story standpoint, it was fine. Gordon's missing, Harley's missing. There's these crazies running around that seem like they're unkillable and they're murdering people and they don't know what's up with them. A piece of Gordon gets mailed to Batman as like a threat, and Batman and Joker team up, and that seemed very forced, very unnecessary. I don't need to read anything with Batman and the Joker as teammates. Even what they're doing with that in Sean Gordon Murphy's The White Knight universe stuff, not even digging that. So I'm not excited about the read of this, but I am excited about getting to watch it happen, because the pencils that Mark Silvestri is laying down is next level. It's not something you typically see. Definitely wild. So hopefully the story picks up. Hopefully we're not going to get away from the Joker zombie stuff. It's right there on the cover. So yeah, I'm not too excited to have to read it. I've been fine with just checking out a couple of pictures of him drawing Batman and being done with it. But next up, Gotham City Year 1, issue number 3. I've enjoyed this one so far. Crime noir set in early Gotham, when it was the shining beacon of hope in the land, and Metropolis was looked at as less than Gotham even. This is the story of its decline. It all happened with the kidnapping of the princess of the city, more or less. The esteemed Wayne family's young daughter gets kidnapped, and this is unraveling the mystery of how and why it happened, and we're already getting some twists along the way. It looks like we could have like a prototype Catwoman character involved in this, and how she's mixed up in it, who knows, but that's the nature of the Catwoman character anyway. So this has definitely been fun. This is a short one for writer Tom King, only a 6-issue outing for this one. And next up, definitely excited for this. And that cover is super dope. This is Dark Crisis Warzone. It's a one-shot. So the whole point of this is there's a lot of characters that are being used in the Dark Crisis series. And they're not being used like all forefront, obviously, but the entire universe is at play here. Everyone, you can play Where's Waldo with characters. And this book is supposed to take us around the universe and around the main battle that's happening and show us what some of those other characters' perspectives are. One I'm most excited for, Raven and the Spectre, right there on the cover to see what's going on with that cosmic style battle. We have Joe Mullins, the brand new Red Canary, and the Flash family, and how they're all taking part in this final battle outside the Hall of Justice. We're wrapping up on this whole event. We have one more issue proper, and then one more one shot besides this one. So I'm all in for it. Be sure to check out channel Sector 2815. Him and I do a DC Comics Dark Crisis deep dive. After each of these, we go through them page by page, break them down, and just have a blast with this event. And then the last book for this week, and another one wraps up. Daniel Warren Johnson's Do a Powerbomb, issue number 7, hands down the best series of the year out of any company. I can't wait to see how this ends. He always delivers. I'm not really concerned about that. I am going to be sad to see it go. So I'm looking forward to whatever project he has lined up that he'll be doing next. But yeah, this is a must grab. If you have not read this, go back, get it. Go ahead, pre-order the trade, do whatever you got to do, but don't miss out on this. So be sure to let me know in the comment section what you're looking forward to this week, and be sure to check out the Comic Vets channel to find out what our top pick is for this coming week and why you should consider picking it up. And lastly, huge shout out to the Augusta Book Exchange. They're the keepers of my comics, the guardians of my pool box. They make sure everything I'm looking for every week is right there waiting for me when I get there. You'll find no better customer service anywhere. If you're ever in the area, pop in and tell them hello. And until next time, as always, I'm Mark, but we are Legion.